Kendrick Lamar just had his legendary Kendrick and Friends Juneteenth concert. And honestly, I think Drake might be done, bro. Listen, man, this is bad for Drake. Let's just be honest. This is real bad for Drake. It was a concert to quote unquote bring LA together, but let's be real. It was just a Drake hate fest. Okay. And I gotta say, even as a Drake fan, the Drake hate fest was amazing. I gotta clap it up for the homie. I gotta clap it up for Kendrick. Like I said, I am a bigger Drake fan, but I do still love Kendrick. He's one of my favorites. This dude is a legend, and he came out and did some legendary shit last night. I mean, the dude really knows how to put on a show. It was amazing. I mean, he literally starts off doing Euphoria, and everybody in the crowd is singing along. This is a major situation that Drake has to deal with. It almost reminds me of when Drake beat Meek with Back to Back and then did OVO Fest.
Shit is crazy, man. Look at you seen the clip? The nigga looked like he had the whole motherfucking Canada singing this shit.
Whole country.
Fuck that. You know, if that was me, I'd flipping on the bitch everybody. Shit, nigga had Will Smith out there, son. That's a real Philly movie. That nigga gonna fuck around and have to shoot that nigga. What the fuck you supposed to do?
I don't know when this became such a tradition where once a rapper beats another rapper in a beef, they have to have a festival to shit on the rapper they just beat. But I'm here for it. I like it. I like the competition. And I can only imagine that Drake must have just been there watching it and just stewing. Not like us as a single, being on the radio, being in everybody's Spotify was bad enough. But I think seeing a live streamed concert of your failures is even worse. And I think it's going to put him in a certain mood. And I wonder how he's going to act when he is in that mood. Does this mean he's going to make better music? Does this mean his whole entire song style is going to change? You know what I mean? Does this mean he's going to make even more disses? There's so many questions that I have to ask right now. But truth be told, I think as far as disses goes, there's going to be more. When it comes to the Drake Pusha T thing, Drake really took that loss hard, so I can only imagine he's taking this loss even harder. And I really think that he has something else cooking up. I'm not saying he's going to release it immediately, but I definitely think he has something else cooking up, and he's not just going to go straight back to work like he did with Pusha T. Not saying he's not going to release regular songs. He's definitely going to release regular songs, but I also think he is going to drop some sort of diss track or do something, because he has to. At this point, I think he's been backed into a corner. The single was bad enough, but once you have the concert solidifying the win, and then not to mention the Not Like Us music video that will soon be coming out, this is a very, very tough loss for the boy. And if he doesn't figure out some way to pivot out of this, he is going to have some real issues. And I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, well, he can just get back to what he's doing because, you know, with the whole Jay-Z Nas thing, like, yo, Jay-Z lost to Nas, but he just put out H to the Izzo and it was fine. But what people aren't realizing is that this battle was so much more disrespectful. The things said in these songs were thousands of times more disrespectful than Jay-Z and Nas ever were with each other. And I think there's a different game to be played now because of the internet. With the internet, you can mess around with a million different narratives and you kind of plant little seeds. I feel like a big narrative has been that when it comes to the Drake and Kendrick thing, that it's been art and culture versus mainstream. I've seen a lot of people put that on Twitter and on Threads. But the truth is that that's just simply a narrative. You know, it can't be art and culture versus mainstream if the mainstream is also coming at Drake. But that's the problem with the internet. People get to live in their own narratives and create what reality is. And that makes things a lot harder for someone like Drake. When you're this type of guy who is seen as the mainstream person, no matter, even if the mainstream is coming after you, they still see you as mainstream. You have a lot of issues that you're going to have to deal with because no matter what you do, people aren't going to think you're authentic. That being said, I still wouldn't fully count out Drake at this point. Obviously, he lost the battle. He didn't just lose it. He got smacked. He got smacked. He got dragged, kicking and screaming. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing for us all. Anybody who ever has seen themselves as a fan of his felt embarrassed. Anybody who saw themselves as a fan of both but thought, Drake can maybe hold his own for a second, feels embarrassed. I think the battle is over, but the war isn't. And I've brought this up before. These two dudes legitimately hate each other, and I think they have enough money to forego whatever mainstream wants and just do simply what they want. So if Drake is listening right now, he better get on his shit. What do you guys think? Do you think Drake is for sure done? Do you think this is really going to impact his career as a rapper? Like nothing will be the same? No pun intended. Let me know in the comments. Let's start these conversations. I know I've been gone a while, but I miss you guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.